Hello friends, welcome back. It has been a hot minute, I believe, since I have last sat down in order to film specifically for Cozy and Chaos. And today is actually May 21st. It is a Tuesday and it's a little bit later in the day. That's why it's kind of a little bit gloomy. And to be perfectly honest, I miss sitting down to do spreads and such and just talk to the camera. For the whole month of May, I believe I've been busy filming different reading vlogs all throughout May. So if I wasn't like filming for the reading vlog, I was reading, of course. So it took a lot of my time that I have not sat down and updated you guys on what has been happening for the month of May in like my weekly vlogs. So today we're going to remedy that by updating you a little bit of what has been happening all throughout the past 3 weeks now of May. I do have my reading journal here as well as my daily weekly journal, or weekly view journal rather, and I have a lot of stuff here actually. But before I proceed to like the whole updates, I will be doing a little bit of a book haul right now. So I'm just going to put this to the side because yesterday, 20th, my parents and I went out and I found out that our local bookstore had like a little bit of a 50% off sale on like items for back to school, because I believe they placed the back to school season back to June or maybe July. Because a little bit of a backstory for like us in the Philippines. When I was younger, like in high school, we don't have the K-12 program, like the senior high school situation, like junior and senior high. We only have elementary for 6 years and then 4 years of high school, and then you graduate and proceed to college. What ended up happening, like a year after I graduated high school, they implemented this K-12 program that adds 2 more years to your secondary education, basically. And also with like the calendar shift of like education, academic calendar shift, I was like part of the group wherein they first implemented that instead of the month of June, which usually is like typhoon season here in the Philippines during the time, they decided that instead of the month of June, academic school year starts in August, like probably with the rest of the world, and ends around May-ish or June-ish. So they are planning, I think, to shift it back to June start and then ends in March, because the heat wave has been so terrible recently. Like another reason why I couldn't really film at all, even though I'm like not doing any reading vlog as of the moment. I could have possibly filmed like the segment of the whole new vlog that we have for updates for me a little bit earlier in the month. However, it has been really hot. It has been like upwards of 44 degrees Celsius all throughout, like the whole day. So I couldn't bear it because the place that I film is particularly hot during like the times when I film, like 9 to 11 a.m. or 1 to 3 p.m. So I couldn't bear it. So today it's kind of a bit like later in the day and it's kind of a bit cooler here in the room. So we're going to do this. So yeah, let's proceed with the book haul that I had done. I was thinking that I shouldn't really be buying any more books after like my book haul last time. Because I think I included that book haul in the reading vlog rather than in a Cozy and Chaos episode. So last time, just a little recap, I bought books 2 and 3 of the Shades of Magic series by V. Schwab, as well as a new edition, like a pretty edition of Crime and Punishment. And when I saw yesterday that there was like a 50% sale because of opening of classes, like a back to school sale situation, these books aren't really on sale. I just wanted to like browse a bit, and from like the week prior that I went there in order to buy the Crime and Punishment edition of the book, I did not see these editions that I purchased. So I bought 3 more classic books. Like, look at that. They're pretty. So it's Timeless Books, I guess, is the publisher. These are cheaper copies. My intention actually is to annotate in these books, like the ones that I used to buy, like the smaller ones. And I bought Frankenstein, Dracula, and another copy. So this is my second copy of The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. So I already wanted to buy these 2. Like, they are like more cartoony when it comes to their cover art, but I like this actually. And for the price, as you can see here, for Philippine peso, it's 99, wherein I have the old, like this is my other copy of Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray, and it's a smaller, as you can see, like, look at this cover. I could not resist the cover. This is the first one actually that I saw before I even saw Frankenstein and Dracula of this edition. And just compare, like, which cover do you think is prettier just out of these two? Like, I know there is like another edition of A Picture of Dorian Gray, like on the internet. I actually saw it. It's like super pretty with like the blue and like the gilding, but that is like way more expensive, and I really didn't want to buy another expensive copy knowing that I already have this and I also have this. So this is also $99, and while this one, although very, like, this is well loved, as you can see, like, I really love this. This is a 5-star book for me. That's why I justified, like, buying another prettier gilded copy, because I love the book so much, and I will probably read the story again in this book. But look at the price. It's $175 for a smaller, like, less, like, this is, like, pretty much quite a flimsier copy. Like, I could, like, look at the binding of it. Look at the binding of it. And compared to this one, if it could focus, look, like, you could see that binding, even though, like, this is now dented because I placed this under a plastic bag and it got dented. So yeah, I just really wanted to purchase another copy of The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I will probably annotate in here as well. We'll see. It's like a different another experience, even though I already know what the story is about. So yeah, that's just like me trying to cope and having 2 copies of the same classic that I actually liked and gave a 5-star to. So this is like my mini book haul, and I really wanted, like, if there are other like classics that are in this edition, I would like to purchase it. I did not see a Crime and Punishment edition or like book in this edition, just these 3 plus the Iliad, which I already read in like high school and in college, so I read it like twice, so I didn't want to purchase that again. And I also actually saw another book, like Edgar Allan Poe's horror short stories, but I was like, I should restrain and like self-control a bit, because I already just purchased 6 books in a span of like 2 weeks. So I really need to like start reading first, because I haven't even finished reading the second books in the Shades of Magic series. Like, I'm like in the middle of it. Like, before filming this, I'm actually like still reading that book, and then just decided to film. So in any case, I will just like give you a little bit of a flip through. I believe as you are watching this, I have already uploaded all of my reading vlogs, so I'll just give you a little bit of a flip through of what I have been reading. So as of today, the 21st, I have finished reading 12 books, which is like super. Like, I gave myself like a little bit of a TBR here at the front for what I would want to read for the month of May, and I only have 3 left. I'm actually in the middle of The Warm Hands of Ghosts, and it's pretty much interesting because it's like medical related, but also like historical fiction, because it's like a war. So it's soldiers and medics of like the military. Like, it's about a sister who is a medical doctor in like the war zone, and she was like what do you call this? She was like dismissed from the front lines because she met an accident. So she now serves in like the hospitals for like civilians during the war, and she has been writing to her brother, who is like a soldier in the front line, and that almost everyone believes that he's already dead, and there is this like portion wherein there are like seances and ghosts, and she believes that her brother is still alive because one of the ghosts kind of like told her that he is alive. I don't know, but like it's a mystery as well, so it's interesting. So far, like I believe I'm like 5 or 6 chapters in this book, so far it's pretty good. As for the other 2, The Final Empire, which is part of the Mistborn series, don't know if I'm going to touch that this May, because all I wanted to do as of the moment is finish The Warm Hands of Ghosts and A Gathering of Shadows, the second book in the Shades of Magic series. Like, those 2 books are like the last thing that I really wanted to read for the month of May. So far, I don't have like a favorite quote, that's why I haven't put anything here, and I am like using a bunch of like stickers that I have left over from like months or like rather years ago. I haven't been purchasing any new stationery or stickers. I just reuse what I can, and as you can see, like they're all mismatching because I just want to use what I have. So I haven't really been buying a lot of stationery or stickers. I've been using only those that I have on hand before buying anything. It's like a de-stash situation that I have. I've been doing that for like a year now, and as you can see here, there are like all mismatched different parts of like different sticker sheets that are like alpha stickers that I had lying around for like years now. And if I don't have any, I just like follow as much as I can with like a marker that I still have and just use it. It's kind of fun to look at. And I'm just going to flip through this a bit of all of the books like entries. You shouldn't really read into much of these if you don't want to have spoilers, because I do rant in these pages, and most of the time I just write spoilers, even names or like scenes. So if you just want to see how pretty the page is, which is my intention, just go with that. But if you really want to know what it is about and don't mind getting spoiled, then by all means read it. I do, however, want to point this out that I am like having so much fun mixing and matching different sets of like botanical motifs on stickers. So I made it like these. I know that like these are like tropical leaves and then there's a sakura blossom. So that's kind of like mismatched, but still the colors are pretty much fine. And I'm quite excited actually to film my Q2, or like rather half year destash and empties video, which I am supposed to film like the end of June, because that's like the middle of the year. I haven't filmed my Q1 because of my LASIK surgery. Like the moment that I was supposed to film, it was also my schedule for surgery, so I didn't do it and decided that I should just do a half year stash video and empties video. So I'm quite excited because I do have a bunch of like these sticker flakes. Like in the beginning of the year, I browsed like my old journal wherein I wrote down and I like counted each and every sticker flake that I have, and it was amounting to like 200 something, maybe 208 or something. And as of the moment, like earlier, I counted pre-counted some of the sticker flakes that I have like on hand with me. It was less than 20, and that is quite exciting because for the whole year I believe I've gone through almost all of them, and like that's the fun and the challenge of like mixing and matching different stickers and different cutouts and recycle and repurpose some of the packaging and such, and not really purchasing anything. I believe ever since January, I don't think I have purchased any like washi or sticker flake other than merch, like anime and game related merch from Comic-Con, and also like my brother buying me a sticker sheet of like journaling stickers, but that's like a gift from him. I didn't really tell him to buy anything for me during that time. So yeah, like that's the update for like the reading journal. And as for our like daily weekly journal situation here, you only like missed 3 spreads. So we begin here. I do have like my reading vlog plans here tipped in, and it has been fun actually. Like I did mention in one of my earlier videos, April in my journals, wherein this looks so unhappy to me because it's like open, big space, a lot of white space, and for all of my journaling, like my style has always been being a mess and being so maximalist. So I am happy that I did like my 24-hour reading, like my 24-hour reading vlog. I'll push it up a bit so you can see the whole page. So I was like filming stuff, putting all of my reactions so that once I film, I could get to like remember what I am going to talk about. So this whole thing is like the 24-hour readathon that I had for the month of May. And then the next week here, I did tip, oh no, I thought I tipped it in because of the washi, but I did get my new headphones here, and this was like a thank you card. I did here is the 200 pages a day for a whole week reading vlog, and to think that you could like, I should have rested, because after the 24-hour readathon, I immediately go to the 200 pages a day vlog. So it was chaotic, and it was like, I am glad that I didn't get into a slump because of this, because it's like back-to-back reading, but it allowed me to like catch up on like some of the readings that I have for like things that I really wanted to read. So this has been that, and like I did listen to a bunch of audiobooks during this time. I did a bunch of like Legends Arceus because I am preparing for like the new Legends game that is coming out soon, Pokemon Legends. So somehow I wanted to at least perfect half of the Pokédex of the first game before I jump into another game. And this is like the book haul. It was Mother's Day, but it was also Natsucon Y2K. Just today, I actually watched, like, I got like tagged, not necessarily tagged, but I was one of the followers of a certain Pokejad TCG shop, which is a Pokemon TCG provider here in the city. And I actually joined his giveaway because I opened a Japanese pack of Pokemon during Natsucon Y2K Con. and I was like part of the video opening a pack. I wasn't able to film it myself, but I do have a like video that he made, so I don't know if I'm able to like retrieve some of the clips just to show you guys that I opened a pack and I was there in this video. Like maybe I could clip it. And yeah, it was fun. It was actually a very fun weekend. And then this is Wanderers week. There was a lot of like gacha related in this week. I was like super upset actually during like Scarra's rerun. I was saving up so much for him to get him to C6. And my brother, during the time, I actually deleted the footage because I couldn't take it. I lost 50-50. While my brother sings I Pulled the Chichi, like the famous meme song, and when he was singing I was pulling and I actually got my C7 Chichi, and I actually almost slapped him because I spent so much Primo Gems only to lose 50-50, and I wasn't able to get the C5 until a few days after. Like I was super grinding, and during this time I was also grinding for Charlemagne, so I have like the footage for Charlemagne. I will put like, this is going to be not in order anymore, like my updates, but I will do my best to include Y2K Con clips that I have, my pulls from Fate Grand Order, and some other stuff that I have been doing for like the past few weeks, as long as I have clips for that. And also what consumed me like this past week was Bridgerton. So my friend from high school, who now lives in Canada, she called me up at around 1 a.m. in order to tell me about like all of the stuff that happened in season 3 of Bridgerton. And I was so embarrassed when I said like, girl, I'm sorry, I haven't even watched season 1. And so I spent 2 days, like the whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to binge watch Bridgerton. And I'm happy to say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit, even though I'm not really much into the romance. Like, all viewers would know in the channel that I always say that I am not one for like the cry and the romance, but this is historical romance that is like somehow almost modern, I guess. Like I really was amused ever since I started watching, and all of like their soirees and their balls, like the music are actually like stringed renditions of like modern songs, and I was so amused by that. And there are like all of the tropes of like different romance tropes. The first season being fake dating, the second season being enemies to lovers, and then third season, which is the current one that is still like part 1, 4 episodes, it is friends to lovers, but also quite a little bit of a thrilling because like one has a secret that the other doesn't know, and I'm pretty much more invested in season 3 than the first 2 seasons, if I'm perfectly honest. Like I'm pretty much excited. I think it is in like first week of June that part 2 of season 3 is coming out, and I was like, why did you do this to me? I told my friend, why did you do this to me? You know I hate cliffhangers. But in any case, I'm quite excited for that as well. So that is like the whole few days that I have here. I will talk more about each like particular detail once I set up like the pages for Cozy and Chaos binder, like the memory keeping binder that I collage every end of the Cozy and Chaos episode. I'm going to do that at the end of the month. I decided like I'm just going to do all 4 pages for 4 weeks at the end of the month, like a massive journal with me session. I guess I'm not going to do that today. Today's Tuesday, so we're here. This is like the book haul that I have, and yeah, I already spoiled this, but I'm going out this Saturday and also Sunday. So I am hoping that I will have like more clips to show you guys, especially this day, because my best friend and I are going out. We haven't seen each other since she went to Singapore, and when she came back, I haven't seen her. And that was like when I was also undergoing operation. So it has been a month, 2 months almost, since I've seen her. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a Haikyuu date, so look forward to that. I'm very much excited for the Haikyuu movie. And yeah, that's the update so far for this vlog. Hope you enjoy, and I'm going to talk to you once I have more updates.
So we're scrapping the idea that I'm going to journal in my weekly binder on camera. I am feeling under the weather for like the past few days, and it's also rainy and kind of cozy, so I decided to just do this all in my own time and explain to you guys what I have done in my weekly Cozy and Chaos binder when I recover my voice, because it kind of hurts when I speak. So yeah, that's the little like update for as of the moment. My best friend and I did go to that Haikyuu movie last Saturday, and there are a lot of things here, a lot of exciting things actually to talk to you guys about. However, I just don't feel that well, so I'm going to come back with an update once I'm feeling better.
心の声が届いたのなら、その反響は必ず返ってくる。
漂白者、久方ぶりね。これからしばらくの間。目はどいて。あんこも見たい。ブラックショアのあんこだよ。よろしくね。
ご託は結構です。合理的なオーダーであればこの手で実現させてやりましょう。
トレーニングでも健康管理でも大歓迎さ。俺が手伝おう。
この花をあげます。はい、笑って。
here we are at the end of the month supposedly for this video, but it is the 2nd of June as I'm filming this, which is an end of the week anyway. So we're going to do our, oh my god, I forgot my weekly binder. Hold on a second. Well, not me forgetting the whole point of this video, but in any case, it is the end of the month. Therefore, I am going to update you guys a little bit on what happened for the last week of May. To be perfectly honest, I have forgotten what happened throughout the month, but I did manage to like consolidate all of the videos that I have taken for the whole month of May into like my editing software. And so I haven't edited anything yet, so I kind of forgot what happened. So we're going to flip through a bit of my daily journal, my daily weekly, my reading journal, and I also like made the pages. I remember saying that we're going to have like a huge like journal with me situation at the end of the month for like the whole 4 weeks of the month of May. However, I did not really wanted to do that maybe during the time when I was like preparing my materials. I kind of wanted to do the pages on my own time, and like I was kind of sick at the end of the month, so I wanted to like have a chill journal session just to keep my mind off of the sickness. And so yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you guys the pages that I did, and also yeah, all of the other stuff that I have here to decide. So a little quick recap, I guess, for the month of May. This is where we started. I've already finished the whole month view of this planner journal situation. I kind of did not like how I did the side portion because it's kind of crowded. I know, because I did include all of my legends or just shinies in here, which I don't usually do for previous months. Whenever I did manage to get a shiny in that game, I don't really list it in like my monthly. However, for this, I kind of like thought I won't get much gacha wins for this situation. That's why I did not think that there is a lot of stuff here that I will put to the sidebar. However, I did, so that's why there's a lot of places here that are not on the sidebar. But in any case, I did enjoy like making this whole spread. What was my previous month's look? Oh yeah, this is also pretty, but this is okay. Did a lot of baking this week, like the end of the week. I did bake my first oatmeal cookies, first batch of oatmeal cookies, as well as Ghirardelli dark chocolate cookies, which is so good. I do have a clip of that, like a little bit. Luckily, I didn't burn anything, and also it was so good. It's still like I'm still in the box mix category of baking. Like I don't make my own cookie mix just yet, because I'm still afraid and still learning. Like this is my first time, but in any case, I'm kind of happy that I didn't really burn much of the cookies. My cousin did advise that whenever you bake cookies, since in the Philippines it's quite hot, especially with like temperatures and such, the oven will overheat, or like the cookies will cook faster. So we really have to watch the temperature and such, because it's different when you read the instructions in the box compared to IRL temperatures. So I really need to learn to balance temperatures. But yeah, so the whole month of May is like a lot of reading, a lot of vlogs, a little bit of sickness, and a lot of first new things like baking, as I said. And also I had like a mini book haul, 6 books bought in total for the month of May. I did go to 1 convention for this month, went out to the movies with my best friend this month, and then what else? Like a new game. Well, Wuthering Waves is a new game for that. I'm kind of distracted right now because to the side here, actually, and to be completely honest, I'm actually auto-playing my Honkai Star Rail to the side because I am trying to get Boothil, which who is the new character. The banner is still a long time. I think I still have 2 weeks, but I am 50-50 with no pulse, so I'm trying to grind for events. So that is what we have here to the side. That's why I'm kind of a bit distracted. So I don't think I will be able to get Wanderer, C6 Wanderer this month, or like this banner. Kind of sad about it, but it is what it is. I'm still going to play it. What else is new in the month of May? Oh yeah, new headphones. I also got new headphones, Proton Beats. And that is like the snapshot that we have for the month of May. Quickly flipping through the month, like the weekly pages rather. I think I already filmed a clip or like a talk through of like the previous 3 weeks. I do have my list of books here that I wanted to read for the month of May. Out of all of this, like just ignore the 24-hour reading thing. This was supposed to be the list, but I decided to do with a different theme for this. So this is my TBR for the month of May, and out of all of them, I only did not read 3, which is a win. I wasn't feeling I did not finish this. Like the Warm Hands of Ghosts, I did start but did not finish. Daughter of the Moon Goddess, I started this in April, but I did not continue. So somehow these two are like in my later pile. I did not consider it as like the pile of shame just yet because I stopped reading them, but it's going for now in my later pile. And then as for Mistborn, Final Empire, I did not really start it because I have been reading a bunch of books that I have not read, or like I have not written rather as my TBR. I do that often, like choose around 7 to 8 books that I suggest that I would read for myself, and then add a little bit of like mood reading in between so that I won't get really bored or like be really strict with a TBR, and which is fine. That's still fine. So I really like my pages for the whole month actually. So that's the 3 weeks that I believe I've already shown. Oh yeah, Bridgerton also happened this month. So yeah, I believe these are the pages that I have shown previously. And I really love it because it's so full, so colorful. The themes, although they might be chaotic, they are still like cohesive enough, at least for me. I really like how it looks. I like how I wrote in like big text for things that happen that are important, and also like little different colored titles for the books that I was reading for that day. I did add like different, these are spoon and fork doodles that I did whenever I went out to eat. At least I know where I ate when I went out. And then for the last week that we have, which is this week, this is how it turns out. I actually found old stickers of Precious Moments, which is like my childhood. I really love like dolls and baby angel faces, I guess, of Precious Moments when I was younger. And so I stuck in the stickers. These stickers don't really stick anymore. I believe I got them when I was 10 years old, I guess, or 11. So that is a good decade ago. So they don't stick anymore, but I decided to just use them as like pictures and then stuck them in here. I did buy one roll of washi, which I really like. It's this one. And it's really pretty. It fits with the theme and the color scheme. I also found a bunch of like flowers and pinks and greens of stickers, and so it pretty much is cohesive when it comes to the color scheme that I'm thinking of. So I did manage to listen to a lot of audiobooks this week. I finished what is the title? The series of it. The Folk of the Air series by Holly Black, I guess. The Cruel Prince trilogy. I did finish The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing on audio. At first, like, I'll just give a little bit of something that I like, my reaction to the series, because I did start Cruel Prince this month as well. Also on audio, thinking that it is a YA, but it feels like it's not for me. I don't really get the hype at first. The second book, I don't really feel anything for it. So the first book I gave it a 4-star because it was good. It was good, but it's not really like, it's okay. The second book, I gave it, I think, a 3.5. I can't remember. But it's lower than the first one because, I don't know, I didn't feel like it was something that spoke to me, or like it's almost feeling like a filler in between, like an explanation of like the connection between the first and the third book. That's all I felt for the second book. But the third book, however, I gave it actually 5-star because it was like a good ending. Although I feel like it's kind of a bit of a rush, kind of a bit rushy, but I really like the ending of the third book and how it all ended. Like, it put all of the stuff that happened in the first 2 books together and gave me a conclusion that I am satisfied with. And happy to say that I actually, if you're like interested in like fairies, magic, fantasy, it's a good book. It's a good book. It's political. It's also quite gory in a way, but I really enjoyed it. So 5 out of 5. Very good book. Very good series. I also reached Union rank 30. I did not write 30 here, but it was like around Friday or Saturday. But I did put in Union rank 25. So it took me like 3 days to raise another 5 levels, which was fun. I did co-op with Roy, the same Roy, KRY on YouTube. We played Genshin previously, and now we're playing in Wuthering Waves. He likes the combat style better in this game compared to Genshin because it's more active combat. And I played co-op with him, and the thing with co-op on mobile when your friend is on PC is kind of interesting and funny. I do have like a video. I'm not sure if I still have it, but if ever, I'm going to include it here. and it is actually of Calcharo with my Verena. Oh no, I actually used Rover there, but it was my character and his character was Calcharo, and he actually was moving very funny when the graphics, the motion of like your co-op partner is actually quite funny on screen. So I will try to retrieve the video. If I retrieve the video, you have already seen the clip. And also there is this like I was so upset with the game during this day because I took the most memeable screenshot of Calcharo being like he sunk. There was a bug that he sunk down on like the ground. Like Calcharo is a very tall character, and then Verena is very short. Of course, it's a baby girl character and a tall man character, and he kind of sunk to the ground, so he was shorter than Verena. And Verena has this idle animation wherein she kind of stoops down in order to like view like flowers or like animals or such, because she is like a nature person. And I took a screenshot of her looking at Calcharo as if he was a flower, and it was like the perfect angle. I waited for the idle animation while my friend was AFK, and I saved it on my phone gallery. And it took me 2 hours to realize that I was like panicking finding the screenshot because I wanted to share it to my friend. And it turns out I went to Reddit, as I always do when there's problems. I went to Reddit and tried to find if people have similar issues with mine, and it turns out if you take a picture in-game in Wuthering Waves and save it to your phone, this only happens in phone and mobile, Android, and there's a bug that you cannot find your saved photo. And I was so upset with it because I, as a person, really love taking in-game photos. Like whenever there's a co-op happening, I always take either funny or memorable photos for my journals to print out, and that was supposed to be like my first photo ever of my first co-op in Wuthering Waves. I am sentimental like that, as you can tell from like how I journal and how I write like in my journals and in my memory keeping spreads. I am sentimental like that. So it kind of upset me, but then I'll just accept it. It's fine. It belongs and it like stays in my memory until I am no longer upset. So in any case, this is the week that I baked my cookies, and also what else? This is when June starts, so it's June 2 today. That is why this is empty. I still haven't, nothing really happened just yet because it is early morning. So I'll leave this blank. And I also started reading The Conjuring of Light, or A Conjuring of Light. This is the 3rd book of the Shades of Magic series by V. Schwab. It is supposed to be, like, it is the series wherein I bought all of the books physically, because I usually listen to audio or read digitally because I don't have shelf space. And this is the series that I decided to purchase physically because I love the first book. Like, the first book is 5 out of 5, my favorite book of all time. The second book kind of disappointed me. I gave it a 4, but I don't know if I've already mentioned this in previous videos, but I really disliked the girl character, Delilah Bard. And in the third book, it was so chaotic. Like, there are so many things that are happening in this book in such a short burst of time, like a few pages. Like 5 or 6 different scenes are happening, like multiple perspectives as well, because like one chapter or like one chunk of the chapter is one perspective and then it moves to another perspective. Like, I could still follow along the story because I know these characters. I binge read all of these series, like the first 2 books back to back, so I still know these characters. They are still fresh in my memory. However, as my best friend who I rant about when it comes to like these books, like spoilery rants, because I know that she won't read these books. I ranted to her, and like she was trying to follow my line of thought of like telling her the story of what's happening in the third book. Like, I already told her what happened to the first and second book, so she is like caught up with the story. But like her complaint was like, this is too much information in too short amount of pages. So like, I'm barely halfway there. I'm barely halfway through the 600 pages of this book, and I'm already frustrated with what's happening. And of course, I'm also frustrated with the girl named Delilah Bard. So as of now, I am stopping the third book, and I moved on to The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is part of my TBR for the month of June, wherein I pick out prompts. I will leave the link down in the description for that video. It was kind of fun picking out prompts and picking out books corresponding to those prompts. And this was the book that I chose for I saw the movie or the series first, which when I did that prompt list, I only have ever watched 2 shows that were from books. Or rather 3 actually. I did watch Harry Potter, but I already read those books. I don't plan to read them again. And the 2 options I had was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, which is the prequel to the Hunger Games, and then Game of Thrones, which I don't really want to read Game of Thrones. But I found an audiobook for The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm halfway there. Like, it's a 16, I guess-ish hours of audio, and I'm like at the 8-hour mark. So it's kind of fun. It's only been a day. So like 2 days worth of listening to the audiobook while I'm cleaning up my room. It's going to be fun. And yeah, I believe that's it. Is it? I did go out with my cousin yesterday. We went out. I taught her how to do crochet. And I also bought actually a embroidery kit. So hello. Like this is an introduction. Hello, my name is Trina, and I believe in the fact that whenever I have like an urge or an impulse to try new things, my motto is always to try everything at least once. So I always wanted to try embroidery, and there is this embroidery kit in our local department store that sells it for cheap, and it was a budgie. I don't know if I could provide a picture, but I don't really like the colors of the bird, but I'm going to try. The technique is what I'm looking for, and the final product, and not necessarily be super picky when it comes to like what I am making. So yeah, our next adventure for the month of June is going to be embroidery. I already done crocheting, I already tried knitting, but it's not for me. So next is going to be embroidery, and one of these days it's going to be lace making. So we're getting crafty again. And other than that, these are the pens that I actually bought yesterday. So it still has the stickiness in the tab, so my fake fur tabletop stuck to it. It's kind of gross, but this is the brand New Sign. And what I noticed about this pen is that there is no similar pens when it comes to each of them. Like, it was a big box of like a display case, and each pen, each color of the pen, they're all black inside, but like the barrel, I mean, each of the barrel, like you can see that these both are clicky pens, but the barrel design are different. Like this one, you can't really do anything with the clip, but the clip moves, and of course it's a different color, but different design. And these two are like, sign pen types. One barrel is thicker and one is thinner, but they're all 05. They all write similarly. And I was wondering, like, why does this exist? Like each pen, each color, like there are lots of colors there to choose from, but one of my favorite colors is this like green, dark green, sage green, and like bluish green. So I was wondering, like, what is happening? Like each pen is different. Like even if you take this one, there's another that is like color, like beige, like a beige neutral color, but the barrel is also different. Like I was so interested in, like I bought some, and I'm going to give one of these to my mom because she really wants a good sign pen for like writing or like signing documents. So this is a good good haul purchase. So yeah, basically that's my whole week. So I am going to move on to like my reading journal first. This is going to be a long video. I know that this is going to be a long video. I did consolidate, as I said, all of the clips that I had for the previous clips that I already filmed. Have not edited it yet. Almost 30 minutes long. Where did I last stop? So I did manage to like I'm going to quickly flip through this because what do you call this? I will have my May in my notebooks video as well as my half-year flip through of this journal. So we're just going to move on with this. I did add a few features in here. Like what I usually do is that I will write the title of the book that I've read and then start reading. But this month, I also caught up. Like I did that for the previous months as well. Added the page number, total the pages, and then if there's a series that I finish, I'm going to write it there. So like even if, for example, I have only read the last book this month, I will still consider or like write down the series that I've finished that series, so that I could like remember if I've already finished that series. And I also like going through this. These are all of the books that I have read this month. I also like placed in here started but these are all of the books that I have momentarily dropped. Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I also started listening to the audio of Powerless actually, but I kind of stopped. It feels almost like I actually agreed with one of the comments in that audiobook wherein it said this sounds like Hunger Games but also sort of like Divergent, which is kind of a bit interesting. I guess it's kind of interesting, but I will have to see. I'm like in the first hour of the audiobook, so I could really comment much about this book just yet. Conjuring of Light, All That Lives. I also started this, but I only read this book whenever like I'm waiting at the like clinic or like in a government office, like there's a long waiting time, that's the book that I'm actually bringing everywhere I go, and I'm already like halfway through the book. And then The Warm Hands of Ghosts. So what I do is like write the title and when I started it, and then if I finish it, I'll just put a check on the side. So yeah, and this is the pages for June. So that is all for my reading journal. I will have a more in-depth video of this reading journal. I just wanted to show this on video, like what are the changes that I did for the month of May in this journal. And then here we are with the main star of the show. Oh my god. I guess the sticker is like difficult to stick into because I crumpled the paper below, so it doesn't have a flat surface. So we ended with, I believe this is the last page that I have shown on camera for Cozy and Chaos. And this is the first one that we have. Like I kept it like super simple and used as much as I can when it comes to like my stash. Like I do have like a bunch of stickers here that is left. Here's the next one. I went ham with this actually because this was Y2K Con week, and Y2K Con was like reliving or like what do you call this? Like it was a nostalgia sort of convention wherein all of the themes, all of the cosplays were like the 80s and 90s anime, and they are all fun. And like my childhood anime happens to be Cardcaptor Sakura, and I do have stickers for that, and I made it this way. And I went ham with all of my Sakura petals washi tape stickers as well as my sticker flakes. Like I almost run, or like I think I already ran out of these types of stickers. So these are the stickers that I'm probably going to repurchase because I love them so much. And I made it all pink and orange and yellow and sort of green, and I really enjoyed this. I really love this spread. Probably one of my favorite spreads that I made for this week, or like this month. And then this is Bridgerton week and also C5 Wanderer. I don't have any more like big pictures of Wanderer, so I decided to just put Eula here because she dances, and my connection with my brain is that her colors are like the Bridgerton colors for the girls. She dances like what they do in Bridgerton. And I also have like flowers here from Old Magazine, like light blue. This is supposed to be a table sort of napkin placemat situation that I brought home, and had these like little notepad cardboard ephemera, I guess, and that's what I added there just to signify that this is this week. And then we have Haikyuu week. This is when my best friend and I went to watch Haikyuu movie. We were kind of lucky actually. I went back yesterday with my cousin to that same mall, and I was looking through like the listings for the movie, and it turns out this Saturday when my best friend and I watched this movie on cinema was the last day that Haikyuu movie was aired, or like was running in cinemas for Directors Club, because they changed it to Garfield movie yesterday. I noticed. So like this was the last day when it was in Directors Club. It's only in like general admission. So we were lucky, we were comfy, we were lucky, and that is my Haikyuu week spread. And now we shall proceed to this week. I don't know what my general theme for this week is because it's like a lot of baking and a lot of audiobooks, but I did pull out like a bunch of like, these are like some of the Wanderer and also Albedo printouts that I have left, and also Klee. I don't know, I actually wanted to use actually this image of Klee and Albedo. However, I kind of want to save this for Klee's birthday because I don't want to print any more new ones. And these are Albedo's birthday images. So am I going to leave this until September? Which is September 13 is Albedo's birthday. So this is like my thought process while I'm doing this. So I might just go with like this bigger photo of Wanderer, something like that, and leave like, can use that because I have doubles. Maybe we'll use that like that way, and do a lot of like, it's almost like the same color scheme. You already know like what is my favorite color at this point with all of these like jewel tones. I'll use some of these greens, and yeah, I'm not going to use my, what do you call this, the Nadekumo Creative backing cards of like pins that I bought. I saved this for the purpose of journaling. So I think I'm just going to use these materials, save the rest. I do have stickers here, just in case. These are like the stash that I'm always going to grab because I want to use these up. So these are my immediate ones. I also have the whole box here of my other materials that I would probably not grab as of the moment. And yeah, that's going to be our session for today. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then we're going to start. I'm going to leave you guys to the music to enjoy and journal with me for a bit. I'm going to open an audiobook probably on the background while I do this. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you after we finish our journaling session. So here we are. This is the spread. I added and deducted a bunch of stuff all throughout this process because I think that I kind of put too much, but also like this is already fine. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week, this month rather, because I haven't been too well like filming Cozy and Chaos episodes weekly, but hopefully for the month of June I'm going to do this on the weekly basis again, like as scheduled. So hope you look forward to more videos this coming June. There will be a lot, I believe, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next video. So until then guys, take care and